Hey everybody, it's Gina coming from the Gina channel. I am reporting day 13. Pretty good day. I just went for like an awesomely long walk and it feels really good. It's finally sunny here and it was good to get outside. I really needed to exercise and get outside, so that was really nice. But today, I wanted to, one, tell you about a miracle that happened yesterday, and two, I wanted to talk about preparation and give you my tips on preparation and the lesson that I learned that maybe you can learn too. So, the miracle, which I almost grabbed my camera for yesterday, was, so yesterday's meal was coconut collard greens, a side of quinoa if we wanted it, and beets. Okay, so you know how I feel about beets, right? So I made these beets the way that they told me to, and this time we were supposed to bake them, kind of like, they basically had I put seasoning on them, and then I baked them in the oven like if you were to make sweet potato fries or something. And so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I took them out and I was so surprised because when I sat down to eat dinner, I ate the beet first because I was like, let me get these things out of the way so I can eat the other stuff and have a good dinner. I loved the beets, people. I was like, seriously? And I was just eating them like crazy. It was amazing. And I was excited and shocked at the same time. And it made me think that, you know what? It's all about preparation. That's really what it is, because I hate beets in a can that you put on salads. Ugh, you get at restaurants and they bring you that salad that's not really a salad because it's all white lettuce and those little shavings or whatever they put on there that are supposed to be some sort of vegetable, and then they put on those beets. Ew, I hate those things. Those are totally disgusting, and I'm sorry if you like those, but I just don't like them. Secondly, when we had the roasted root medley, that had beets in it, and I don't even remember how I made it. It was in the oven as well, and I mixed it with potatoes, but it wasn't at as high of a temperature, and I didn't put the same seasonings that I put on it this last time. And then this time it was the same thing. I roasted it, but it was with different seasonings at a higher temperature for a little bit longer time. And it totally changes the taste of them. They tasted more like a potato. So I started thinking, and I was like, well, that's similar to my zucchini story, because when I grew up, the zucchini was always soft, and I don't like when the zucchini's soft. That's just kind of gross to me. And then I had it in another meal where I mixed it with other things, like a pasta dish a long time ago, and that was okay, but I didn't love it. Excuse me. And then with this last thing, making the zucchini soup, hello, that was totally good. And then and that's just all zucchini ground up, and all that else was in there was cashews. Really. So that was really good. And then I don't remember. I think I had it as part of a stir fry. That's right. I stir fried it, which I know stir fries you don't want to have them every day because they have a little more oil and grease than steaming. But to know that at least I can eat a vegetable that I thought I hated, I just have to cook it a different way. Well, that's great. So I guess this kind of goes on to the lesson I was telling you yesterday. But it's I learned twice now that if you probably don't like a food, pick a food that you don't like. You probably don't like it because it was prepared a way that doesn't taste good to you, or you have bad memories of it tasting a certain way when you were a kid. And it was I don't like green beans, or I don't like broccoli, or I don't like beets. Everyone has their vegetable. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I encourage you to pick out something at the store that you didn't like and try to make it a different way. And just get a teeny bit, get a little zucchini, or get a little bit of green beans and cook them in a different way to see if you like them better. Now, I don't mean like go out and make like a green bean casserole with, you know, mushroom soup and cheese and all this other stuff to where you put it in your mouth and you're like, there's green beans in there? I can't even taste it. I mean like a healthier version of it, you know, like, so for example, like for the vegetables, you can steam them, you can eat them raw, you can stir fry them, you can roast them, you can make a casserole out of them really if you wanted to. You can make them into soup. Hello, that's like 6 ways to eat a vegetable. I didn't even know there were 6 ways to eat a vegetable. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm like learning a lot doing this, and I just wish you guys would take from this, like, it's such a cool experience, even if you go out and do it on your own. And I know you're like, well, I don't really know what recipes I would even look for, and that's why I say that this is a really good program. It really, like, it's not about losing weight, it's not about losing inches, it's not about it's not even about like cleaning your body to a point. It's I would say, you know, those are all benefits, and that's what's going to happen when you detox or do like a cleanse or do a reset or anything like that. You're going to clean out your body and get it ready for the year ahead. The interesting thing is the way that this reset was set up was just by learning the different ways to eat. And like, for example, learning that, you know, so people say, oh, I have fruit for breakfast. Okay, most people have like an apple or like a banana. And then they're like, well, I'm hungry, so fruit doesn't really tide me over. Because I was one of those people that would say that. I was like, oh my god, a banana only? I'm going to be so hungry. Well, I've been having fruit for breakfast, like on every meal. And let me tell you, I have like 1 to 2 cups of like blueberries or raspberries or cherries. I had like papaya, I had green apples, I had kiwi, and I would have like, I mean, some of the pictures you guys have seen, like I'd have a kiwi, 2 cups of blueberries, and a cup of cherries. Like that's kind of a lot of fruit. And the funny thing is you're like, oh my god, that much fruit, you know, that's so much, you know, sugars or whatever. But really that's like the only fruit I ate that day. I ate it for breakfast. And I was full. And one reason I was full was mainly because I was drinking water the rest of the morning. But the other reason is because I had enough to tide me over. And I know there's like not a lot of protein really with the fruit menu in the morning. So, I mean, if you really needed to add protein, you could. But I can tell you that that was good enough to sustain me and a lot of other people that I've talked to who do this program as well. So just like, I guess the learning experience and learning what your body likes and doesn't like and can take a lot of and can't take a lot of, I still really want a non-fat latte. Actually, I want a non-fat white chocolate mocha. I don't know why I'm craving that. It's like my body like wants milk or like wants like whipped cream, or I don't know. I'm craving that flavor for some reason. I've been craving it for a week and a half. It's almost 2 weeks. And I think the only other craving I had was butter. Okay, those are just like the weirdest cravings. Like, who craves that? Like, really? I mean, most times you would hear someone be like, I was craving a chicken leg, or I was craving, you know, chocolate, or I was craving something salty, or french fries, or, I mean, while those sound good, I think it was just sort of weird to pick up on the cravings that I was actually having. So, anyways, the reset's going really good. I'm on day 13, tomorrow's day 14, and then I go into my restore week, which I'll kind of show you the supplements for that, but basically it's exactly the same thing, and I just take one good probiotic, which is going to basically like get my body ready for the foods I'm going to start sending down in a week. And you know, it's kind of funny because I kind of feel a little lost, like what am I going to do at the end of this week? So when this thing is over, what am I going to eat? So it's gotten me thinking about, you know, planning my meals and figuring out what am I going to eat when this is done. So anyways, I wanted to just make this quick day, and I'm going to go cook now. Today is, I can't even say the name of it, kabocha squash. Anyways, it looks like this. So that's my day today, and then tomorrow Those are my meals tomorrow. But it's really cool how they lay out the book, and they even give you like snack options and then all the recipes in the back of the book, and you can like see how to make everything. So I'm gonna go cook. I hope everyone's doing great, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.